I'm Robin, and you're listening to Crit Out of Luck, the Last Song of Arcadia. Find us on social media at Crit Out of Luck, or join our Discord server with the link in the description to chat all things D&D. Stay cool.
When last we left our heroes. Who remembers?
Last time, we checked our mail. We got
We had mail.
a suspicious package that was alarming.
Oh, yeah.
It was spying on us, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
And then when Hyros tried to throw it into the sea, it psychically assaulted him.
Yeah.
With a cool flashback foreshadowing, though. Kashek ran the antivirus software on it first, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, our firewall was well in place.
More of a
Feather wall, I
for
guess,
being
more
honest.
really.
Yeah.
Instead of anything else.
And then I wrote a note to Marianne Starfall because I'm going to turn her into an unstoppable killing machine.
Yes,
Let's
you are.
get down to business.
Yeah. Then we went to pick up the baby from the daycare.
Mm-hmm.
You went under the... I'm trying to see how many times we can get Disney copyright claimed.
We went to the daycare, and...
Which, to be clear, is a college.
Is
that-
that
Just
It's a study
college?
of the art game.
What
It
is
is
it?
not... It is explicitly not a daycare.
Where we left Kuchka.
We went to Rutgers University, where we left the baby.
It's an hour and a half away.
And Atla was like, yeah, I can polymorph him into a human, and he'll have all of the consciousness and memories of the owl bear. And Seren went, I fear you may have understood the instructions.
Well, she was just like, this is all I got.
Yes. Seren was like,
So unless there's some sort of turtle deity you're in cahoots with.
the
Best
all
I
is,
can do.
the all is lost moment. So we went to the beach and listened to some seashells, and then I waded into the sea, never to return again.
It's not true.
Except we did return again, and we had a little Orpheus and Eurydice moment. Then we had an Ariel and Eric on the beach reunion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you got the boy back.
And the boy's back.
He's back intact.
And
Now
now,
back in town.
got that
Well,
shit squared away.
First time.
And then we went to drink, and that's where we ended, probably,
And
maybe.
then
Oh shit, no, it's
we
not.
went
I forgot.
under the
Under
earth.
the sea!
Under
We
the
went
earth.
Very much underground.
Oh,
to
under.
Alcyone.
That's true. Yeah, Alcyone has been living it up. Timeline unclear and to be determined, so we have no idea how this is out of time. But yeah, she's on her way being the new herald and is getting her herald armor.
Can you imagine it?
On her way. Imagine. Yeah, so that the other heralds were there, Freya, and who is nice to her and stuff, and Naestra, who's
It's not.
still pretty nasty about it all, but what are you gonna do?
It's in the name.
It's right fucking there, man.
I hate them both.
So yeah, she was getting molten stuff poured upon her as we closed out last time by Dwergar, whose job it is to be kind of a dick.
That seems
He
to be
was kind of a
that
dick.
seems to be on everybody's resume down there.
Yeah, in fact, they've gotten the shit ends of enough sticks to make the whole shit end of a forest, but what are you gonna do?
So yeah, that's where we were. And so yeah, where did we actually leave off with the crew? Were they?
We were like, we should get you a drink and
We went to-
explain some things.
Yeah, to Boar and Barrel.
Barrel.
Yeah.
That's right, Boar and Barrel.
So that'll be the setting for when we're like,
Yeah.
picture this.
Great and grand. Well, if that's the case, let's pick up right where we left off, back in the Boar and Barrel. We'll just sort of hand wavy that we went through the whole.
Probably took most of the day.
Caught up, yeah,
Talked about everything.
caught up with Dmitri.
I died, Hyros died. Alcyone's gone.
Ooh.
Who?
Oh no, you were already with us by the time the Feywild thing happened.
What?
No.
No.
No, then
Alcyone was there.
Then
He
he saw
doesn't,
Alcyone
he
for
doesn't
like a hot
remember the
second.
Feywild.
Oh yeah.
That one, this him.
I guess actually that would be like a dream, I guess.
Yeah.
Because he was him as he really was. It's confusing.
It's
I've really
okay.
written myself into a corner here.
No.
Anyway.
I'm excited to see how the writers will figure this one out.
A wizard did it.
Yeah. That
Well,
always does it.
A lot of those.
Well,
Surrie died, she got better. Hyros died, he got better.
Again.
Again.
This is Kashek.
Kashek is lovely. If you have any repressed trauma, you're going to have to get to the back of the line, though. He's got kind of a laundry list.
There's time enough for that. Jaunty. All right, so then we find ourselves at the Boar and Barrel, just finishing up a discussion with explaining. Yeah, well, that's where we are. At the Boar and Barrel, Dmitri sitting there stunned and hearing all of your escapades, your trials and tribulations, and he just sort of stares wide-eyed around at all of you. It seems there's still a lot of work to do then. So, what's our next move?
Would you like to go to a wedding?
What?
We have to go to a wedding eventually, and Kashek already has a date, so.
Oh, well, I was thinking more, knowing the new lot, that the next step would be something life-threatening, but the wedding sounds nice too.
Oh, they're the same.
Ah, my mistake.
Mm-hmm.
So foolish me to think otherwise.
She's right.
She's right.
He's right,
The wedding has to happen before anybody loses their lives.
The reception will be life-threatening, probably.
I see.
Is that a pun? Based on the word reception, when we are received there, perhaps. No.
Oh!
Don't ever change, Hyros.
That sucks, babe.
This scarf overthought that one.
She said, that sucks, babe.
Ouch.
Well, our next moves, I think, we're going to be visit your family.
Yes, we are planning on very soon meeting all together as a family back home. Just to sort of appraise everyone of the goings-on situation. The rest of my children are quite competent and capable as well, and so they are all out in the world doing things, but we want to clarify to them what is going on.
Well, if they're half as competent as you, and as it would seem a quarter of competent as your wife, I'm sure that they are more than apt.
You have very much the right of it.
Trevor's like, I simply cannot help but play a wife guy.
I do. I do.
There's that, or there's returning to Barovia.
There are, as we mentioned, a few things to attend to back in Barovia, not least of which is, well, your return.
I cannot imagine. So, yes, I mean, it will be good to see home again, I suppose, but, my family, I can only imagine. I mean, they got me back just for just a second, and then I was gone again. I mean, have you been in touch with them? Do they know it?
Is it better or worse if your grandfather, I think, has an inkling?
Definitely worse.
Okay, well...
Do they know I was a bear?
They know that there was an owlbear. They do not know specifics.
Well, it must be faced one way or the other. No point in delaying.
Not
So,
a dissimilar conversation to the one I must have.
Kashek's got some business with Dwarric, I think.
yes, I imagine.
Oh, I think we all need to squeeze the man again.
Some of us harder than others.
Don't pop him.
My strength says 20.
Mine does not.
What's half of 20?
Yeah. So, which one then?
Well, I think we talked about, as much as anything is on the way anymore with our master of walking through trees. Wyvern Glandis perhaps, that is one errand, whereas Barovia is a few errands together. We must check up on what happened in the Amber Temple since our departure, of course with your family, and, well, with Irina.
Yes, indeed. Well, so then we are to your home first.
Oh, I think so. I don't think it is wise to put this off any longer. We can, if we can at least wait until tomorrow or the next day or something. I need to make sure I know what I'm going to say to them. Ray, most of all.
Of course.
That seems a wisdom. Well, this is a fine establishment. I suppose we could just rent rooms here. What?
We could.
You have some other place, a campsite perhaps, or
We have the other place.
We have perhaps the cushiest rooms located here that are not already had by the Duke himself, maybe.
well, by all means, lead on.
I'm not gonna ask the question this time.
Can I say that we at least got some of Mumasaul's mead ordered during
Yes.
this?
Yes, oh
'Cause
yeah.
I know,
I would think so. I think that's that goes without
yeah,
saying.
I know that Luther had a private stock of the stuff, so
Mhm.
great.
Yeah, for sure. Keeps it on reserve just for you guys. Yeah, absolutely.
Is he around?
Luther, of course.
How long has it been since the Great Basta Caper?
Not
Like
long.
yesterday.
That was like
Yeah.
yesterday?
Yeah.
Shit, I was like, was that this morning? We've been
No.
busy
Yesterday.
today.
Well, it's just because now that you can travel hundreds of leagues, yeah,
At a thought.
At a thought, yeah. It kind of, but time is sort of lost all meaning.
If we're gonna leave, I would kind of like to see if Luther's around, like, and not extremely busy.
Yeah, I mean, he's at his usual place behind the bar, gabbing and talking with many of the customers. Many of the customers. Why do I keep? I said it. I did it twice. I said customers, and I thought to myself, nope, the word's customers.
Nope, I'm a
And then I
dildo.
just
Nope,
said
said it.
customers. It's doing great. Great start.
Mustard.
Patrons?
Off to a great start. Many of the fine denizens of the
Jabronis.
of the bar. Many of the jabronis therein. But yeah, he always seems to have a spare moment for you lot. So.
Oh no, I just want to make awkward eye contact from across the bar.
Yeah, why wouldn't you, I guess, you fucking weirdo?
You stare awkwardly for a few minutes
What's happening?
before finally catching his eye as he like just in passing, and he looks, and then he does kind of like a double take, and then he just like and makes his way over
Like
to
a
the table.
confirmatory. No. Just like a confirmatory
Oh,
wink.
that we did what we
that
were gonna
we did
do.
what we were gonna do with Basta.
I see. Uh-huh.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and he gives you a huge over-exaggerated wink back. And taps the side of one of his tusks with a finger like you do to the side of your nose.
Nice.
So that don't be hasty. Uh-huh.
Don't be hasty.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Okay, great. Awesome.
Yeah, sure.
I program in my awkward moments.
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
Literally lived beneath a rock.
What rock?
The mountain.
I thought you live on top of the mountain.
Yes.
Well!
Are we off?
No.
Okay. Oh.
I'm gonna also make weird eye contact. No, I'm just kidding. We all gotta have our turn making weird eye contact with Luther.
No, I don't want to.
No, okay. Well, then neither do I. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go back to the palace, I guess.
Daughter like father.
I know that we had mentioned this being looser time-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Can we say, if that's the last thing we do before, like, we settle up to that, can we say that at least, like, a day or two passes before we actually make the trek?
Sure.
Just for... because...
Yeah, a couple days. Now, you also have been on quite the whirlwind. An extra cushy long rest is probably in order, because y'all have been
The
through quite a
longer
lot.
rest.
The longest rest.
Yeah, we literally have not stopped moving since we flew to the town, the
Lizard
port
Lane.
town.
Yeah.
Waledo.
Waledo,
Since
yeah,
we
yeah,
flew
yeah.
there, and then
Yeah.
bam to lizard, bam to underground god thing, underwater.
Oh, yeah.
Bam, 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 back.
It's been a bit of time back.
Yeah.
Great. Well, yeah, sure then. So, yeah, a couple we'll say, like a couple of, just a couple days in the capital. Anything anybody wants to do or accomplish in that time? Attend to?
Yes.
What you got?
Oh, walkie-talkie my brother.
Great. Yeah.
Oh, God, I didn't think about this, and now it has to be 25 words.
Right on.
I haven't started yet. Hold on.
Okay. I'll do it. I'm best at maths.
Fair.
Remind me what he said. He was like, when do you want to talk? I can be there whenever.
He said, just let me
what Al do you know?
He said, essentially he said that, like, he'd be willing to, if you want to chat, he'd be willing to make the trip, and make that happen for you.
Okay. Aldric, I'll be in capital for couple days. How soon can you be here? Or we can meet.
At gas station in New Jersey.
Let me know, Surrie.
Fantastic.
Goodbye. Oh, I thought what those words. I thought I had 2 words.
It's hyphenated. You have 3 left.
This message will self-destruct.
Cool rock. Bye.
However much time goes, not much time goes past before. Do sending stones ring? What do they do?
You just straight up hear it if the other person holds it.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the sound actually came, because in the
putting
they're
it up to
illustrated
my-
always like as little faces or something.
That's just
so
true.
I always thought they actually came out of the. No, that makes more sense. Okay, great.
How did you get inside this rock, Surrie? Can I get you out?
Do you need help?
You sent it to me!
He responds, as it happens, I'm in the capital on business. Let's meet tomorrow. There's this charming place, the Seven Cats Lounge.
Fuck.
Damn it.
I knew it.
Shall we do an early supper? Yours, Aldric. Your friend, postscript. Your friends are invited should they choose to come as well.
He said
One word.
Yeah, it was one word.
So just comes on. You don't put spaces. You can just say as much as you want.
Postscript. Friends.
I guess we're friends now.
Whoops.
That's weird.
Sibling to friends pipeline.
Enemies to siblings to friends. Okay. I guess I'll go do that.
Is that something you relate to anybody else, or are you just kind of like,
I don't know. That was kind of like... I don't know.
Had
I
to
have other stuff too. I gotta talk to this guy.
had to taste multiple wedding cakes and pick driest one.
you don't be. We're about to have like a lot of me talking to myself and Trevor. So like, take your time. Do
Take
you?
the space, bro.
Yeah.
Reclaim your
Okay.
reclaim your time, sir.
Sorry.
For what? This is what the game is.
Sorry for
As if last week wasn't the Seren show.
being myself.
And then me for half an hour at the end. For
Well, I think just to bother Madison and Seren while we're going back to the palace.
Oh no, not her favorite thing, being bothered.
No, don't bully me.
I guess for the night after we leave the Boar and Barrel, that's
Sure.
what's
Yeah.
happening.
That first evening, yeah.
I will grab my friend. Okay, not that hard. So, should I stay in a different room tonight?
Why?
Oh, she doesn't know what sex is.
Is there something in your eye?
Jesus Christ. I just thought you and Dmitri would want to be alone, maybe. A little bit.
Oh,
For some time. Alone, at night.
well, the sun is going
Fun.
down. That No, my dad's listening too.
You know what sex is?
Yeah. Oh. That's kind of fast, isn't it?
I don't know. You don't have to. I was just asking your preference.
Is
That's
that
all.
what we're supposed to...
You're not supposed to do anything.
Is that like a code? For if you're in a room with someone and you need someone else to leave? I don't know how this...
You can just tell me to leave if you'd rather I be there, and you'd rather tell me to leave when you want me to.
You don't wear socks, do you?
I'm confused on what you're asking me.
Meanwhile, while you two are talking, Dimitri's over with Clark. And Clark is like, I could pick you up when you were a bear. I want to see if I still can. So, wait, what? No! Carry on.
In fairness, he is like an absolute javelin of a man. You could,
Yeah.
You could just, Clark. That's not a question. I mean,
He's very aerodynamic.
How many brain cells are in that duo?
As many as Trevor brings to this house.
Which is not a lot.
No.
Campbell usually has them.
You lose them with
Campbell
Dusty.
keeps them. I gave all of mine to her for safekeeping.
Nice.
Good. No. Asterisk. Conditional no. You do not need to leave the room? Does that make sense?
Yes.
I will politely ask you to bunk with...
There's like 3 more rooms we're not
Oh
using.
yeah, I forgot. I will...
it's a
There's
palace.
so many, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They dedicated this entire corridor to you. They let you pick
Yeah,
whatever
there were
room
like
you
6
wanted.
rooms.
I will find a discreet and polite way to ask if that changes.
Okay.
Thank you.
And to be clear, Chauncey is a slut for
welcome.
making up new beds.
To be clear, Chauncey is a slut.
So you don't know he does wear a bell around his neck, so or no, he well.
He can be summoned with
He
a bell.
answers to a bell.
Sorry, if a bell rings, he comes. There it is.
That's it. There it is. We found it. Good work, team effort.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I'm off the clock.
We're still having this. Yes, in this
We're
moment.
still having this awkward conversation.
I have become a much darker shade of purple in core areas of my face. I will let you know. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, that was weird. I'm sorry.
Can we just
I'm feeling normal.
What a normal thing to say.
Now, Kashek, back to what we were saying about how deserts work. I think
Oh, the
He's
beach
got
in
like
the
he's
desert,
holding
Jesus.
Dmitri above his head. What?
Dmitri, is there permission involved in this?
Well, I mean, help!
Claude, could you please put him down?
He's so skinny. I bet I could throw him like 100 feet. Oh, sure.
Oh,
yeah.
definitely more. Oh, yeah, no, you're right.
Could you do me a favor and just ask the next time you pick any one of us up?
Oh, okay, sure.
Thank you.
No problem. Sorry, little buddy. And he puts Dmitri down and like bats him on the head a few times.
You're still looking at me?
No.
Okay.
Well, that was exciting. Okay, well
Good.
let's see these digs of yours.
Let's go.
Yeah, babe.
And we go.
You
You
can
make your way
wherever
to
you
the
want
palace.
forever.
You make your way to the palace, and yeah, as you walk in, what has become normal to and commonplace to you, he's just like sort of struck by the magnitude of the place, and that you just seeming to waltz into this most important of buildings in the Republic, so casually. Just looking around, we didn't ever have any buildings like this in Barovia. Well, we never made them so tall. Goodness. Brave new worlds, huh?
Guy that makes you feel like the burgomaster. Take down a few pegs, yes?
Well, you lot saw to taking him down a few pegs just fine.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah.
Anyway, you really moved up in the world since you were trapped in Barovia, I suppose, huh?
Weirdly, it was sort of the fact that we became known for that traveled all the way out here that gave us the reputation that these people, they like heroes a great deal in this place. Who they see as heroes. I mean, we did some pretty good things, but they sort of put heroes on a big old pedestal here. They wanted us to help choose who the next duke or duchess would be because they were all three born simultaneously, shotgun
we
style.
just talked about that.
I know.
Yeah, he knows.
I'm really stuck on the 3 at a time thing. It's just
We've been over this. It's not that they were all born at the same time. It's that either Bernard or both Casket and Alasia are waving the trans pride flag. So it's kind of hard to tell which one was born first.
maybe they all traded their little nappies when they were little, so no one ever knew which one was which, and now it's just sort of a... Well, anyway, Bernard's now.
He's a diaper.
What?
A nappy's a diaper.
Yes.
Okay.
At a certain age, you don't wear them anything but that, so... Babies are crafty.
I suppose, I mean, I have not ventured, I would not venture to say I have accomplished many great heroics as you all have, but I don't know, do you suppose they would let me stay? I feel a little intimidated, honestly. I've never been around people of such means or import, much less royalty.
They're just people. They place a lot of importance on wealth and blood and connections and fashions and all of these sorts of things, but we'll explain.
Well, lead the way.
If you're with us, you'll be fine.
Fair enough.
You are as much of a hero as the rest of us.
Well, I'll work on it.
It's like, I'm gonna be your dad.
You are being adopted.
Do not resist.
Gotta spread some fatherly wisdom to as many children as humanly possible.
That's what sowing your oats is, right? Anyway.
Yep.
Owning your sows.
So yeah, you make your way.
Sows.
Fuck! You make your way in up to the hallway. Chauncey standing dutifully as ever by the entrance to it. Making your way to your rooms.
Chauncey,
Yes, mistress. So good to see you again.
He's the same as ever.
Chauncey, could I prevail upon you to call me Seren for the next, 24 hours?
No.
Of course, Mistress Seren.
Did, by any chance, Marianne Starfall write me back?
Oh, well, naturally, of course.
Why,
sure.
she's here!
Shit. That was like
waiting
6
for
hours
you, right?
ago.
Oh, in fact, I delivered your letter to her myself, and she seemed most excited to get a response from you. She said she'd call on you first thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning.
Maybe I will sleep in a different room.
That would probably be wise anyway. I hate to wake you. Thank you. Did she write back, or did she just say she was going to call?
No, she seemed quite excited for writing. She rushed off to, well, I don't know entirely what, but she seemed incredibly excited and said that she would meet you on the morrow.
Well, it's going to be an early night for me then. Thank you, Chauncey.
Oh, my pleasure, Mistress Seren.
Thank you. Into the rooms, I guess.
Off you go.
I imagine Clark sleeps in the recliner in the corner, recliner in my room, in Hyrus' room.
He
That's
can't
great.
leave you.
Yeah,
He can't be in a different room.
He wouldn't stay in another room.
Yeah.
No, he wouldn't. What if an assassin tries to creep in?
If you were attacked at night and you didn't have any of your armor on.
God, how horrible would that be? What's the plan? Still, anything else for the evening, or?
Are you getting a separate room?
I don't know.
I'm right here.
That's just Ian.
Oh. We can all spend some time in one, I suppose, if we'd like.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. What time is it right now?
We'll say that you spent most of the day. Well, because by the time we got the boy back, it was just
Noon.
like getting into the afternoon. So, and then we'll say you spent some time at a good amount of leisure time at the Boar and Barrel. So we'll say it's getting into the evening.
You are or you are not staying in Alcyoni's room.
He is not.
Is there one that isn't hers that's
Yeah.
free? 'Cause
Yeah, there was at least one
There's
other
so
free room.
there's so many. You put
Then I'll probably
Okay.
take that one.
Alcyoni's old one.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Just anyway.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. So settling
There's
in.
another one free.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, as we're sort of like cordoning off, I guess.
You could have your own if you'd like. There's plenty.
If you think that would be best, yeah.
I mean, there's room in mine as well, if you'd like, but...
Oh, wow.
The rooms are huge. You'll both be comfortable. I'm going to bed. Good night, everybody.
Good
Night,
night.
Hyros.
I probably wouldn't suggest rooming with Hyros, he snores.
No, yes, well, I remember if you know, if it was not, you know, Surrie's blade or your fist that passed with Strahd, I imagined Hyros' snores could have done it.
Clark doesn't mind.
I do.
Oh.
I plug my ears with beeswax.
Oh. Thank you.
Where do you find the bees?
Well, you know, it's all about relationships are all about making compromises.
I agree.
He is married.
No matter how hard we try not to have beans, the first, 45 minutes is always beans.
It's so much beans.
That's okay.
We have fun.
You're welcome. In mine, if you want privacy, it's available.
Well, why don't we all, you know, just a little, I'm feeling still a bit restless. Why don't we just, you know, there's still a few plans I'm sure we could hash out. I wouldn't mind staying up a little, burning the midnight oil, as they say, and, you know, just going over a few things.
Sure. Of course.
Good. Grand. Well. Yes.
Oh, I'm gone.
Oh,
Yeah, you're alone now.
oh God.
Oh, everyone left. Anyway.
I'm continuing to get a more saturated shade of purple.
Are you feeling okay?
We've been traveling quite a bit.
Yes.
I was probably going to take a bath.
Oh. That's good after, nothing relaxes the muscles like a nice hot bath at the end of a working hard day.
Take the hard. Oh, I never thought of it as a Rafiki from Lion King stick until
It's
now.
been a Rafiki stick.
I know. I realized it has been the whole time. I just yeah, there it is.
Did you think it was a baseball bat? I mean,
Ow!
Well, like I said, don't mind burning a little bit of the midnight oil and going over a few things.
we could multitask if you'd like.
Very efficient. Yes, I think that's a capital idea.
Hooray for metaphor.
Same exact spot.
Goodness gracious.
Clark, how's it hanging, buddy? Oh, you got shot again.
Oh, I am full of holes. Way more than usual, bugbear.
Well,
Just gonna
lead the way.
go in the room and start undoing the front part of my cloak as I do that.
Oh, allow me. What do you want to do? We can
We
always
can just fade
cut to
back.
black. Yeah, great. Okay, perfect. Yeah, there we go. Wow! I did not expect that out of Seren. That's great.
Neither, but then Surrie was like, "Hey, are you gonna?" And I was like, "I wasn't trying to pressure you."
That's not. I just wanted you to have. Maybe you guys wanted to talk.
It is when someone gives you permission for the thing you already wanted to do, but perhaps did not quite have the courage to do yourself.
Wow. Anything else for the evening?
Yes.
Okay.
Also me, but you go.
Like somebody else go.
Hyros is going to pen a few short missives and place them underneath his pillow before he goes to sleep.
Okay.
One to each of the other 6 underboughs. because we've established that like communication has been, like Rhea has been setting up everyone getting together.
Yes.
But just essentially giving like the timeline of 3 days we'll be there.
3 days and we'll be there.
Yeah.
Certainly enough time. Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone knows to be there then.
And so that'll be everybody aside from Alcyone, of course.
Aside from revise that to 5 letters.
What do you put in? What do you leave out?
He struggles very hard with wanting to be honest, but also knowing like the man's very emotionally intelligent in that he knows you don't leave someone with that hanging in a note. Like, I have something very important to share with everybody.
No, you
my
can't
God.
text them, let's talk.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Just be like, that we will all meet together. Timeline is 3 days from now. We'll be at home. Bringing our friends. It'll be good to see everybody. Love to you all, etc., etc. Nice dad stuff. But essentially, just like the previous missives and discussions have been like, hey, this is going to happen. Now we are like, here, time frame.
Most excellent. Okay.
Yeah. So those go under his pillow before he goes to sleep. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Great and grand. And then just tucking in.
Yeah. Clark, you of course are welcome to join us on this trip. You get to see my home if you'd like to.
Oh, I have to join you. I have to be by your side until I can save your life.
Just thought it off.
Great attitude to have, Clark.
Well, I appreciate that, and I'm sure my family will appreciate and love meeting you.
Well, if they were raised by you or can stand being in the same room with you for a while, I'm sure they're great.
Yes, they are great. I like your way with words, Clark.
Clark, what?
That might have come out
Was
wrong.
that shade?
No, that might have come wrong. What I mean is, if they like you, I'm sure they're wonderful.
There you go. No, and like Hyros picked that up.
Yeah.
This,
If they
That
could
came
stand
out
being around you.
the scarf is
That
her.
came out wrong. Sorry.
The scarf is like, what?
Nah,
Harris is like, I got this one.
that's
Well,
hold on up.
well, if they were raised by you and chose to spend their life with you, I'm sure they're wonderful.
They are pretty wonderful. Oh, this is going to be difficult.
Well, you've already had to tell her that you died once, right? So, how mad can she be the second time?
That is an excellent attitude to have, Clark.
Well, think of it this way. If she does try to kill you, I'm right there.
Oh, buddy.
I appreciate you so much, Clark. Well, good night, Clark.
This is not removing any of the evidence of Clark just being Clark with a bow. If this is how he talks about his wife.
Yeah, she loves being in the same room as me. We're great together.
That's how bugbear marriages function.
Yeah, it's common. All of it's just common law.
Well, you see, Bugbear, we live in very small homes. Really, more just a hole in the earth. So it's pretty tight. It's pretty cramped quarters. So you kind of gotta like the person.
That makes sense.
We're good in tight spaces.
Yeah, you really are.
Plus, her ass refuses to quit.
Bonk!
Anyway, sorry.
Well, good night, Clark.
Good night.
Have fun with your ear wax. Beeswax. Your ear bees.
Stuffing under his big elf ears. All right. Sorry?
Why am I nervous today, you guys?
There's a lot going on.
Okay. Well, just, remembering when we were in Axel's shop and the way my earring did that thing it does, I'm just gonna be like, was there something you wanted to talk about?
Yeah. So you take up in this new room, giving space to Seren and Dmitri. And the evening begins to wind down. Things grow quiet, and you reach out, and as he has done before, you feel that sort of feeling of like a rushing of wind, and you can hear almost like the feathery flapping of moth-like wings. And he appears as he has done before in a large circular mirror set into a vanity on the side of the room. Oh, me, you mean?
Yes.
Well, I just thought that first of all, hello. It's been quite some time since we spoke.
I guess it has been.
Running all over the place. Quite an adventurous spirit you are, little flower. Yes, well, I just... concerned about that boy.
In what way?
Well, little flower, you have to understand, as I brought you back, I have a vested interest in your well-being. Not to mention, you know, I mean, I am personally charged with the safekeeping of your mortal soul on this realm of existence, and that, you know, I have to think means that I care about you, and I want the best for you, and I just worry. I mean, what do you know about this guy? What do you know about this boy? It just seems like a no good Nick to me.
You like have your prom dress on and
She's giving me the dad talk.
you're like sitting down being like,
Damn it.
well, I don't know, Daddy's coming to pick me up in his mom's car in 10 minutes.
I mean, what do you really know about him, really? When was the first time you met him? He was getting kicked out of a casino, buck naked.
He's quite naked.
You lended him a
You
load
weren't
of
there.
money. We lended him
He
a...
sees everything.
Okay.
But I'm in here. Don't ever forget. I'm in here.
I know.
I don't mean to fuss, and I certainly don't mean to tell you your business. As long as our arrangement remains in accord, I really have no business butting into your personal life, and I don't intend to. I just want to make sure we're making good choices here, Surrie.
What do you know?
Lots of things. You have to be more specific.
About Axel and his patron.
Well, I'm sure I don't know much of anything. All I know is what you know. I'm in your heads. I'm in your head, Surrie. What you know is what I know.
But you have a life outside my head, don't you?
A very exciting one, yes.
So?
Unlike yours, which sucks, but...
You know everything I know. But what do you know that I don't know?
Well, now that is interesting. What is it that you want to know?
I just want to help him. He's in trouble.
Got a good heart. A noble soul. But do you know what? A good heart and that noble soul is what got you wrapped up with me, Surrie. This boy's bad business. Whatever mess he's in, unless you want it to become your mess. And likewise, my mess. You should stay away from it. Do you follow?
I don't. Why?
Sorry, you've got a lot on your plate, and I don't want to burden you with the comings and goings of realms beyond your existence. Let's focus on what's here and now. What's in front of us, and what's in front of you currently is that boy. I see the way. I see what happens behind the eyes when you look at him. And I just want to make sure, I want to suggest to you that perhaps the best way forward to avoid unnecessary entanglements for you and your friends and all involved, maybe the best thing is to distance yourself. You've completed your business arrangement or whatever he was using you for. He got what he wanted, you got what you wanted, call it a day. Why make it any messier than that?
Why won't you tell me?
I'm trying to protect you. I'm trying to keep you safe. That's my job.
From
Remember.
what? Please.
What's it matter to you?
I don't like to give up.
That's certainly the case. Give me a persuasion check.
But Daddy, I love him.
Persuasion. Oh, the good news is I'm proficient in that, so I can't get less than an 18.
Fuck.
I learned it from you!
Dad!
Been
Yeah.
up in my charisma.
And you kind of have this. You kind of have this moment where he's in the mirror. In the mirror, he's sort of like there's sort of like a lounge couch, you know, like the ones you see in therapist's office and stuff like that, in the room in which you're staying. And so he's just sort of like leaning back on one arm over the shoulder, and you kind of have this moment where you stare each other down, and you don't back away. Sorry, yeah. And so I don't like to give up. Well, that's certainly evident. You really don't. You know, it's not easy pulling a soul back from beyond, even for me. Soul's gotta be strong. It's gotta have drive, power, passion. It's gotta wanna come back. It's gotta have something to do. Alright, kid. Here's what I'll say. As your friend, I'm sure would also tell you, there ain't nothing in this world for free. I know a few things about, and I may be willing to part with a few nuggets of information to continue to dissuade you and persuade you. But this guy's no good, and will only bring pain into your life. However, you know how I work. Scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Now you're already in the hole for quite a bit. You sure you want to sign up for more?
But that's happening soon.
Yes, I am so looking forward to the wedding. That should be something. Now let me think. This business of yours in this cute little kingdom, what's it called? Arcadia?
Arcadia?
Yeah, sure. You got the head honcho elected or voted on or, you know, whatever it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he probably owes you a big favor.
Where are you going with this?
Why don't you know? What?
Don't!
Don't tell him that.
I don't.
What have you got me? A notarized letter from his desk. Something with his seal on it. Something with his official insignia, slogan. Something of that matter. Something that is identifiably from the desk of Mr. Arcadia.
Guess that is his name, huh?
Shouldn't be hard for you. Sneak in, sneak out, bada bing, bada boom. You get what you want.
Blank? Just with the seal?
Yeah, just so any old thing could fall on there.
What do you want it for?
If I told you that, it entirely defeats the purpose, doesn't it?
It's something you think that I won't want you to do.
Surrie, I'm hurt. What do you think of me? You know that all of my business is entirely above board.
Then why won't you tell me? You're really trying to keep a lot of things from me.
That's the deal, little flower. A piece of his stationery, and I'll tell you what you want to know. I'm waiting.
And if I decide not to?
Well, then I just guess you'll just have to go ask your little boyfriend what's the deal with his patron.
I resent that term.
Call him what you like. These are my terms. That's what I'm offering.
Okay,
Do we have a deal?
fine.
Great. Pop off. I'll be ready.
Oh, right now.
No time like a present. Well, it's quiet, isn't it? I mean, I imagine there's not, but the servants mulling around, so if one of them catches you, it's not the end of the world.
I hate it here.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask him.
You could do that too. Whatever works.
Oh, it's late.
Well, let me know. This couch is quite comfortable. You really do have pretty inspiring digs here, little flower. You really look at how far you've come. I'm very comfortable. I can wait as long as you need.
Okay, alright, okay, I'll leave.
Very good.
And go up to Bernard's room? Office and room is the same place?
You could go to his room personally. You could go to the palace chambers. You could go wherever it is that you want to head. What you want to do, Surrie?
Well, something I know about Bernard is he looks like he doesn't get much sleep.
Uh-huh.
So I'll go to where we usually talk to him.
His private chambers.
Okay, what time is it?
Don't say what private too loud.
There's an option here that Surrie's not going to take, but it
Nope.
is an option.
Let's say it's pretty late by this point. We'll say it's into the evening, 10, 11 in the evening.
Oh, okay. As long as it's not 1 a.m. Okay, yeah, I'll go there.
Kashyyyk could take that option.
Yeah, you make your way
I don't
through.
know what the option was.
Seducing him.
That's what I was
Okay.
saying.
You've already had one fade to black.
Hello there, nerd.
Fade to black, fade to black.
Extends a wing
It's not happening.
seductively.
So yeah, you make your way out into the palace. It's quiet now in the evening. The palace is generally much quieter. You've noticed since this business with the successors has been resolved. It's generally a lot less frantic than it used to be.
I'll be sneaky.
You're trying to be sneaky?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you come out of your room, make your way down the hallway. The rest of your compatriots' rooms are pretty quiet. Chauncey's at the end of the hall. Do you want to try and sneak past him?
Chauncey was also on his way to go seduce Bernard, weirdly
Yes.
enough.
Okay, give me stealth check.
It's just gonna be so many. 30.
That's why we play
I don't even
ropes.
ask. Yeah. How's yeah.
Oh, just the ghosts again.
Not the horrors.
Oh, the voices.
Yeah, you managed to expertly make your way. Maybe perhaps crouched in the shadows for a moment. You wait until he sort of pulls a kerchief out of his coat pocket and does a big old man sneeze.
Yep.
And seizing the opportunity, you sort of roll past him. And making your way through the corridors. Give me another stealth check, just because I don't even know why.
well.
Just for
You have
decency's
to roll that at
sake.
some point.
That's only gonna be.
24.
29.
Wait.
80. Not
26.
It's pretty quiet, and the halls are so large and it's such an ornately crafted building. You know, there's not walls per se. It's like this, just the hallways are row upon row. There's little alcoves and ductlets and I am just
No, a ducklet is great.
Just making things up today.
No, they're called ducklets now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nooks and crannies.
But yeah, you managed to make your way through the palace without much notice before coming to that landing by which all of the successors' private chambers lie. The floor is quiet. What would you like to do?
Go to Bernard's door.
No response.
A little bit louder. Fuck. I'll go to his office.
Yeah, you make your way to where you know his sort of office is to be. Making your way towards the door, you hear just the sort of soft sounds of scratching pen, and you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. As you approach, and from your vantage, you can see the door's flung open. You see Bernard, disheveled as ever, even more so now, with his back bent over a desk, feverishly writing at He's taking he has these 2 huge stacks of paper, and he takes a piece off of the top of one stack, furiously scribbles across it, places it on another, and it's just sort of like, and that's where you find it.
Interesting.
What'd you like to do?
Pull a Kashek and knock on the door frame.
Yeah. You knock gently on the door frame, and at the sound, he sort of like gets startled and like looks up from his desk. Oh,
Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
We've got to put a bell on you or something.
I know. I'm very quiet. Yes.
Oh goodness, I'm so sorry. I was enthralled in my work. Much to do these days, running a kingdom and all. You understand? I'm so sorry. Please do come in. What can I do for you? Can I get you something? Tea? It's a little late for coffee, but I certainly could brew some if you like.
I'm drinking some.
Any paper?
Okay. I just take a glance at what these papers look like that he's writing on.
Do a perception check.
Perceive!
22.
22. You look them over. It's kind of hard to tell. As you glance at like maybe the first few sentences of a couple of the pages, it just seems to be sort of like that complicated legalese. It's like trade rights stuff. It's requests from merchants for exclusionary access to certain routes or products, or you know what I mean.
It's like incoming, not outgoing.
Yes.
Fuck.
You're lucky it's not me doing this. I'd be like, oh, tell me more.
Okay, we're gonna do this the straight and narrow way then.
Mm-hmm.
How are you?
Great. I mean, terrible, but very busy.
Oh.
Is that you're smiling? So is that good?
Yes, all the lack of sleep.
Oh my god.
We might have wanted to believe this guy when he was like, oh, please, God, don't put me in charge of this.
It would have happened to any of them.
Yeah, true. You can see, even a sort of lack of leadership for the short interim in which we had, just a few months rudderless was enough to throw the entire republic into a bit of chaos. And there's a few bumps in the road to smooth out, but once we get past this smooth sailing, of course, and then all of my free time I dedicate to the study of your business. And in fact, actually, I'm quite glad that you came by. I think I may have found something.
Okay.
You see, there's this scholar far off in Malorn. He's a sort of expert on sort of ancient histories. Taliesin is his name. I don't know if you know him.
You literally sent us to find him.
Oh, fuck!
He's sleep deprived and erratic.
He didn't know his name though.
It's true, he did. No, rewind. Oh, I totally botched that one. Take it all out.
He's
cut.
He needs like a
Sleep
week's worth of
deprived.
sleep.
Yeah.
I buy it.
Man's wired and juiced.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, I sent you to find you, didn't I?
Yes, he and I met.
Oh, goodness gracious me. Oh, yeah. Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
That was not that long ago, was it? Goodness, time certainly does fly.
Hey, you're telling me.
Bernard.
Anyway, since he has returned to his position at the college, thank you for that, by the way, we've been in correspondence, and I think we found something rather important. Something about, there was an artifact. The ancient elven kingdom that existed far before Miranda de Arcadia, before the Eurovian invasion, before any of that, before mankind had so much as a fishing port in these lands. The elven kingdoms ruled by means of some strange ancient technology that we can't even dream of, the progenitor of which seemed to be the Tower of Stars. All of it's been lost to the ages, of course, but there was something they used to gain access to it. Something, as far as we can tell, it was something called the Crown of Command.
I wanted to scream so bad, and I didn't for all of you and for all of you. The last time I screamed, it was really bad.
Wait, I'll do it. No, it's gone. The moment's passed.
It's all coming together, baby.
Yeah, if we could find this, that would get us certainly one step closer to unlocking the secrets of the tower, and may give us some clues as to how to defeat this looming threat that holds over all of us.
That's wonderful news.
Yes, indeed. It's a bit of a tricky ballet, balancing my own personal research and the comings and goings of the kingdom. It takes quite... a lot of people have many opinions about things, it turns out.
Yes.
Wonderful stuff.
True.
Great discourse, I'm all for, of course. So, anyway, I needn't trouble you with the bureaucracy of the kingdom, but goodness, it's good to see you. I am terribly sorry to be so frantic.
It's all right. You're busy. You've got a lot on your plate.
But you came here for something. Enough of my blathering. What is it I can do for you, my friend?
Sorry to call upon you so late and with...
Is it?
No,
Goodness, yes.
Maybe. I have a favor to ask you.
Yes, of course, anything.
But I can't really get into the details, and I'm sorry about that, but right now.
Oh, just discretion is what you need. Is it to do with the heralds and the darkness that dwells below?
Yes.
Well, excellent. Anything for the cause. What is it you need?
What I need is a piece of stationery from your desk signed by you.
Oh. Interesting. I'm tempted to ask what for, but you do say discretion.
I'm sorry.
No, I am happy. I am, of course, happy to do whatever I can and whatever is in my power, but you do understand, I'm essentially giving you a blank check and, a piece of, I am Duke now, and a piece of paper with my signature on it carries quite a bit of weight.
I know. Would it ease your troubles to hear that I don't intend on using it?
Poppycock, I'm sleep deprived. I'm sorry, Seren. Of course.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Fuck me in the
No, that's perfect. That's exactly what he
Sleep deprived!
Fuck!
Oh, okay.
So
we have
sorry.
to move Burner down in the column of who has and has not said fuck. Can't say fuck, doesn't want to.
I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Seren, Surrie, of course. I trust you implicitly. I mean, I'm only able to give you this because you got me here. Whatever it is you need. He pulls out a drawer of his desk, takes out a fine slip and a fine feather quill, puts a signature across it, rolls it up, and hands it to you.
Thank you.
Now, is that all you need?
That's all. It would ease my mind to know that you'd allow yourself a break, some time to sleep.
Well, sleep. I could say the same for all of you. I know you are working tirelessly to keep safe our kingdom and, perhaps the wide world. I will most certainly contact you once I know more
Yes, please.
about the Crown of Command and
Yes.
how we may use it to further our means.
Yes, thank you. I'll be sure to tell everyone.
Excellent. It is good to see you. It's interesting. I find myself surrounded by people 24/7 these days. But it is rather scarce to come across friends. It is good to see you.
It's not quite
No.
betraying. Not
Yeah,
quite.
this is kind of his decision.
Not quite.
The thing that just went through my mind was, would you like to go to a wedding?
Friends, you say?
Show up
we're
with
gonna-
the Duke.
What do you think about this, Dad?
We're flexing all Gucci, roll up with the Duke to this backyard barbecue-ass Tennessee wedding where there's a potluck?
Do you ask him?
Yeah!
Go for it. Ask. Yeah, let's play it.
Would you like to go to a wedding?
What? A wedding?
I'm just sleep deprived enough for that to work.
Sorry.
Right now?
I'm
All right.
new to talking to people and doing things with people. My brother's getting married in a matter of months, and I thought, everyone else I know has a date, and I don't.
Goodness gracious. Well,
I mean,
they are. All three of them are like late 20s, I think.
Oh, okay.
I'm not trying to fuck him.
No, I
Not
know.
trying.
This is great. Do you understand what Axel's gonna do when you roll up with the fucking Duke?
Well, I
See
do.
what Father Cochran's gonna do with your own fucking dude?
I see. That might have just made everything so much easier.
I
I know you're very busy.
well, naturally. Where is it?
Trading.
Traben.
Trading.
Goodness gracious. Well,
I mean, I know you're very busy, but
no.
we would all like to spend more time with you, but we're also very busy. But
Well, it just so happens. I mean, relations between the Gow Plains and the capital have been very strained as of late. But perhaps my accompanying one of the heroes of the realm to a wedding within Traven could do much to smooth over relations between the Plainsfolk and us.
Downboy.
I would have to rearrange quite a few things, but
I don't know. It just sort of came to me. You don't have to.
no.
I'm sorry if that was strange to ask.
I think actually it may be a smart political move, as well as a time to enjoy being amongst friends, and certainly such a happy day for you and your family is something that I would be honored to take part in. I do understand that your past adventures in Traven were well eventful, to say the least.
Yes. It's
Fraught is a good word.
Tense.
I don't know what to do.
I have been meaning to travel there. Just of my own accord, there is much smoothing over and reassurance to be done there. I can't promise that I won't have to do some politicking
Of course.
while I am there, but sorry, wow, that sounds lovely.
Great. All right. Good.
Well, you'll let me know the details then.
Uh-huh.
Look, it's very flat. No grassy knolls anywhere.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, I should be thanking you.
Great. Get some sleep.
Well, oh yes, and I suppose I'll need to some more formal dress wear.
Oh,
I suppose.
God.
I think I could probably pull something from. And he kind of like starts to.
Good night.
Yes. Well, I shall be seeing you very soon.
Bye.
Excellent.
Is this funnier / also maybe smarter if we do like the king in disguise kind of shit? Like nobody, like
Well,
we just
no,
put
he's-
him in our shell.
He's gonna have to. If he was like, oh, I've been meaning to go there to like make politics, maybe I should.
Right, if
It's
we still
okay.
go down that path, like, I guess there's no reason for him to be there if he's not being the dude, though. He
Yeah.
doesn't really need to. Yeah, fair enough.
Because my next idea was to convince my brother to have it in the capital instead.
Well,
I'm playing both sides.
True enough.
So that I
Both
always
sides.
come out on top.
Your guy, you're gonna get back to your guy, and he's gonna be like, now what's the deal with that nice young man?
He's
Why
not
can't you just
cool.
date the Duke?
He doesn't even have like a cool cape or anything.
He's the Duke. He can have as many capes as you want.
My name is Stubbs.
Is your name Bernard? Because you got Bernard once.
Man.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to my room.
Wow, you know, why the fuck not? This is great.
Bro, when these ideas couldn't get any stupider, affectionate.
What do you do when this man says, I'm so lonely?
You take him on a Rocky training montage at 4 a.m.
I cherish him.
I can't help but feel partially responsible from this because I did literally swoop in and steal Axel.
100%.
If we had just let that,
Everybody else has a date.
if we had just left that naked tiefling boy alone.
Go back to my
Okay,
room.
back to your room.
Is he still in the mirror?
Yes. You sneak your way back through the castle. Actually, give me another stealth check just to make your way back.
Another 30. I can't do less than 25, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's kind of, yeah.
Jesus, this
Reliable
game is
talent and
Alright.
expertise.
Yes, you make your way back in, and again, the room is empty. But when you come around to the mirror, he's lying there, and says, Well, I suppose I don't need to worry about you entangling yourself with the axe boy anymore. Now that you're all hooked up with the Duke, I must say, way to move up in the world.
You are so cute.
Very good. And he like lifts one hand and does like a trill of beckoning fingers, and the piece of slip of paper slips out of your hand as like a gentle wind kind of comes up behind you. And it sort of like leafs through the air like the plastic bag in American Beauty. You can see it in the mirror. And you see him raise an arm, like up behind him, and catch it in the mirror, and then it vanishes from the room.
All right, that was cool.
He's cool.
He's cool.
What does he look like again?
So he is, he has very severe, sharp features. Pale skin, long elven ears, and then his most defining feature is his hair, which runs almost like a cape kind of down his back, and it's all the colors of the rainbow. And kind of like shimmers and moves ethereally. And and so he grabs it and looks it over. It's good work. And then kind of, he just like with a flourish rolls it up, and it kind of just like slides down the sleeve of his robes. Well, a deal's a deal. What is it you would like to know?
I don't
Tell you
feel
what.
good about any of this anymore.
Tell you what. I'll give you 3 questions.
What do you know about this queen?
I know a lot of things.
Care to elaborate?
No. You burned a second one.
I'm not smart!
Surrey's so much smarter than I am. Now, you know that wasn't fair.
Flower. When have I ever given you the impression that I play fair?
I thought you liked me.
Very much.
It's not a question. No.
Fine. To answer your original question.
Oh, nice.
I know her name. I know the way in which she entraps people. And I know how dangerous she is.
How is she dangerous?
Have you ever heard of the dragonfish?
Have I?
Do you want to? Yeah, you give me an nature check if you want.
That's not a question.
That was me asking the DM.
Roll it in. Do a nature check. Yeah.
Not a history. That's okay.
Is it tail?
20, dirty.
You do. One of these times passing through the market square, you saw a stand advertising the sale of lionfish. They are incredibly poisonous, and so it's sort of like it's like pufferfish. It's like sort of this like rich folk like
Delicacy.
experience where you eat because it could kill you unless it's prepared by a master. So you know it is a fish that is remarkably venomous.
Yes.
Beautiful animals, native to the coral reefs farther south than the Thousand Eyes. They're covered in poisonous barbs. If you find yourselves in the unfortunate position of wandering through the idyllic, clear water pools of the Emerald Isles and happen to step on one of these glorious animals, one of those barbs will find purchase in your flesh. And the thing about these barbs, you see, Surrie, is they're covered. Hundreds of thousands of smaller barbs. Once it makes its way in, all those other little barbs branch and shoot out like spears. Curve their way into your skin, into your muscles, into the very flesh of your body. And the more you struggle to try to get that barb out, the deeper in it works itself. All the while pumping poison into your body. She's a little bit like that.
Can I ask a question?
What?
Can
Can Madison ask a question?
Yeah, what's up?
The last time we saw Axel had his, like, thing, his, like, scars, did they look different?
Not necessarily, but he's covered in them.
Okay.
Oh, I keep forgetting
Like, like dozens of, like, these really thin silver scars.
Right.
He's covered in. And not his face, but like you caught sight of most of them. I mean, you saw all of them. When the first time you met him, he was fully nude, so you saw all of them. They entirely cover his body. Everywhere that clothes cover.
I don't like that the patron leaves his face pretty. That doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel good.
We'll call that one.
That was one? Oh, amazing. Well, I was working off the assumption I only had one left. How does she entrap people?
Well, you know, the first time you ran across this fellow, Axel, seems a little down and out. That's her preferred prey. I'll leave it at that.
You're just making me want to fix him more.
Was that his first day at Warlock School?
Where do you think the idea of the queens, etc. comes from?
Why?
I don't know.
No. Why are you so... what?
This is your last one, Madison.
All right. I think I've got it. What are you worried about her doing to me?
Think about those barbs, Surrie. They all go up once. So even if you're not the one to step on the dragonfish, there's still poison in the water. I'm doing this because I want to look out for you, kid. Because I care about you. I have a vested interest in you staying alive this time around the block. Do I make myself clear?
Yes.
Good. Glad to see that you're already moving on. I bet the Duke will be a grand day. Well. Good talk. Anything else I can help you with?
Nope.
No, then. Just remember, I'm always watching. And if you need me, just call.
How could I forget?
That's my little flower. And he stands up on the couch, and the window behind you like flies open in a rush of wind, and you're whipping your head around to see it, and as you look back, he's vanished from the mirror.
He's gone.
I'm going to sleep.
Okay. Well, that was exciting. Anything else for the evening? Great! Everyone beds down.
Great.
Wunderbar.
Didn't make me want to fix him any less, buddy. It just made it worse. I see a pathetic little man.
And she preyed on him while he was vulnerable, which means he's capable of being vulnerable.
Oh, I already learned that. That's how this whole thing started.
As I go through my D&D journey, I'm learning that my sort of MO for characters is my trauma makes me adorable.
I am a life guy with a sad backstory.
Every DM has their like cliche cards. That's like I need an NPC quick.
Yeah.
I just love a pathetic man that I can make better.
Great. All right. The night passes uneventfully.
For some of you.
These soldiers keep marching by outside.
The night passes uneventfully, says you.
I'm different.
I couldn't possibly.
The night passes uneventfully.
Like a kidney stone.
I feel like that's pretty
I
eventful.
feel like that's pretty eventful.
Like I said.
Okay. Yeah, morning breaks. It is a fine, balmy morning. The time is yours.
Good morning.
Oh,
Yes, Kashak.
Chauncey gave me a brown liquid that I liked very much.
Oh no.
Oh, that's the beans one. I remember that.
Everything's moving faster and slower.
caffeinated Kashek is the only thing I want forever.
Saucer eyes.
Silly time.
His feathers are just twitching and shit.
His
God, a
pupils
bird's
are
heart
huge.
already beats so fast.
I asked Master Kashek if there were anything I could prepare for him in the morning, and he said, "Bring me whatever it is you bring everybody else." And so,
I said that.
and so we see the effects reckoned before us very now.
I caught 3 voles this morning.
Good.
Were they satisfactory?
It wasn't a good catch. I just went after whatever moved first.
I get that.
Oh.
I've never had the bean. Could I have the bean? The water, the liquid
We're
it
most
makes?
happy to bring you some coffee, Master.
Coffee, that's the one.
Delicacy out of the Emerald Isles.
Ooh, exciting.
How long am I going to remain fast like this?
Well, let's just find out, shall we?
You did rather drink the whole pot.
Yes, normally I did pass you the cup for a reason, but you seem rather enamored with the entire press.
I apologize again. I'm not trying to put words in
No, it's great.
Chauncey's mouth. I'm just like, my DM brain won't
This is,
shut off.
this is the game we play.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, I have let everyone know it will be a couple days before we get there, to allow for everyone else's travel time, if not ours. I know that we can get there, perhaps even faster than usual. We don't have to do that today,
I'm very fast.
but I think you have. You said something about seeing somebody before we left.
I just was going to speak with my brother about
He's coming
things.
here.
Yes. He's here already on business. What business? I'll talk to him.
I don't know anything about business.
Yes, I'm sorry.
I know trees and I know songs. And a good omelet.
Very good.
Trees and I know songs and I know a good omelet.
Though, last night I ran into Bernard. Oh, your eyes were very big for a moment.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Mm.
You know, you don't have to.
Oh.
You looked, never mind.
No, I'm awake in them. I love mornings. I've been up for 3 hours.
Harris, have you also had the bean juice?
Not yet. No.
My eyes are very large.
He's like looking in the mirror. He's
Yes.
like,
No offense, man. They are usually very large, Master Kashek.
They feel larger.
Yeah, they look larger.
I can feel every part of my body.
Ooh.
Every part.
I think that's sort of what Seren usually studies.
Holt.
No,
Oh, I thought that was I thought that was shit
not
about last
here.
night.
Oh, Saren's not here?
No, she's not. I think that's usually what
Oh.
Seren's idea. That's
Well,
the
then I'll
whole,
wait to talk
I
about Bernard
must
until
meditate
you're
on
here.
things and understand how the...
Did I see Dmitri go into Seren's room last night?
I don't know, did you?
I don't think I did.
Okay.
They stood outside and talked awkwardly for a little bit.
Shaq was tired and went to bed, and he's going to immediately run out of the door right now and go on Seren's room.
Yeah, that's what I think. I was like,
God damn it. Okay, well, cut to the inside of Seren's room.
Looking at him.
yes, Kashek!
What's happening? Are we under attack?
No, we're good. Kashek is...
Alright, you don't sleep.
Dmitri? I thought this was Seren's room. Oh, shit.
It is...
Yeah, no, I got up early.
Kashek, why don't you come in here for a moment? In Hyros' room.
Yeah, I'll go back. He's too fucking zapped right now to be able to focus on anything.
Oh,
Sorry. He's
No,
not
no, I-
normally that enthusiastic.
I say, I mean, he seems like a bird of many hats.
I don't...
He doesn't have any hats.
I don't think I've ever seen him wear a hat.
I have my little wraparound
Oh, yeah, he's
Sure.
got a turban.
thing. I guess it's not a
Part of
hat.
the...
Yeah.
I just remembered that I had something that I wanted to say before anything like that kind of cutscene happened. But it was like a year ago, and I completely went out of my head.
We can cut it in.
In our like fade to black moment.
Oh.
Do you remember it?
Yeah, I do, and I just remembered it now.
Yeah, go for it. So this are we zooming back in time?
This
Yeah,
was last
sure.
night?
We don't have to. It's
No,
it's
please. Let's play it.
Yeah. You get used to the size of everything. No, that's not what I meant. You get used to the.
We're not here.
Yeah.
I didn't say a word.
I didn't
care
also
about-
say a word.
They care about wealth and fashions and things very much, but it's all kind of silly. You just get used to it as background noise.
Well, look, I mean, it's a different sort of scale, I suppose, but it's not like there weren't people obsessed with status and power, and I mean, Stad himself was a man like this, no?
At one point.
This man you put in charge, you trust him to be a wise,
Yes.
generous ruler?
Yes. He never wanted it. Well, that's not a great indicator of someone who shouldn't be in power, but
Well, I mean, Strahd definitely did.
he recognized the difficulty of it and how many lives would be affected if he did it poorly.
He seems a good fit then. Simply to think about the lives of the small folk, I think, is a good indicator. No?
They're not. I mean, there are still the. I wouldn't necessarily put any of them in Strahd category, but we can put them in the Burgomaster category. One of them is kind of insistent on having our company.
Oh.
She's lonely.
I see. And which is this?
She's the wife of someone important. If you held a spear to my head, I really don't think I could tell you what either of them do, besides be rich and make fun of others who are not.
In my experience, rich people's job seems usually just to be a rich person.
She said something kind of interesting to Hyros once, actually.
What's this?
Well, she said men either have money or they have vigor.
Oh.
And just sort of thinking on it. How much money do you have?
Me? Well, I hope I won't scare you off by saying, but I am a little short on coin these days. But I think
But no, that's what that's what I thought.
perhaps in the other direction, I'm feeling quite wealthy.
That was all. I was like, fuck, wait, she said that thing to Hyros, and I was like, I gotta steal that.
Oh my god.
Okay, so now we're in the morning. So
We've just been awoken. He's not normally that enthusiastic in the morning, I'm sorry.
No, it's quite alright. I mean, I suppose it's good to get a fresh start on the day. How,
Maybe go around.
hey!
I'm trying to advance the plot and go into you. You know what? It's non-committal. I get up, I get dressed, I give him a firm handshake.
Smack on the ass!
He said, "Heck, good game, I guess."
Seren might have captured Dmitri.
You know,
This is why we
Good check.
have nice things.
I had an inkling of that over a year ago.
Aww.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
No, not at all. I mean, your friends are my friends. That's how it's always been. How are you feeling?
I feel like I had so much planned out that I wanted to say. But it all seems very small now.
Well,
I'm glad you're back.
well, small or large. And he takes one hand and sort of gently places it against the side of your head and strokes your cheek with his thumb. We've got the time to talk about it now.
She's blue screening again.
whole life. It's such a... I don't know how to talk about it. I've just woken up back into the best thing that ever happened to me, and you have had years of struggle. I want to be worthy of that. I want to earn that. No. I'll make it worth it.
It already is. There were so many times that we would be doing something, having something new happen to us, and I really did try, but most of the time it was... Gosh, I wish we could show him.
Well, I suppose this is the first day of a new beginning for us both. What a great place to start. Oh, I thought I had... there was that thing I used to be able to do, turn into a bird and such.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't tried it since I was back.
I was thinking about it. Yep, go ahead.
I haven't thought about it. I mean, I haven't tried it yet, but I think perhaps worth a spin. Okay. He kind of like gets up and walks. That great sound of like bare feet on like a stone floor.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great sound.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of walks over to the middle of the room. And says, "Gonna shake off the rust." And he does that spin, and it just takes you back, to the tower in the woods all that time ago, where he just spun on his heel and took off as a raven. But this time, he turns, and you do see his body change as he goes up and does a circle about the room. But this time, he's an owl.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to turn back into...
No, well, here's the thing. He still has his hybrid form.
When he went into
Were-Raven.
Were-Raven, that is what I immediately thought of.
Well,
Yeah, he does like a spin about the room and like kind of comes to settle on the bed, and you can see like his long taloned feet kind of awkwardly plod across the pulls up his owl pants. He pulls up his little owl pants.
Seren, I must insist you release him.
Fine, Kashek, come on.
The door is locked.
You have to unlock the door.
Come back here, they're busy.
Yeah, I open it. Yes, Kashek. And then I gesture to the owl on the bed. We're a little busy.
I have many questions, but I sense that I have intruded somehow. I apologize.
You see Hyros' arm? Yeah, we're going.
I will try and go find Dmitri.
Do let me know if you find him. I'm gonna close the door before any Chaunceys approach.
Yeah, you re-close the door, and as you turn back around, he has again turned back to his human form, and he's crisscross applesauce on the bed.
Well, I was going to be a bit sad if you couldn't fly anymore, but I suppose that fixes things. Not for me, for you.
Yeah, well, I certainly have. I certainly have changed. How did I look?
Cute.
Thank you.
Impressive.
He's it's the same. He's the same. He's like a great horned owl, like
Yeah.
what his head was when he was an owl bear.
Yeah.
So he has that really beautiful sort of like orangey,
Rust,
dark,
like.
gray, sort of mottled color down his belly, and a nice sort of like grayish brown down his back with the you know.
Impressive.
Well, shall we? I have been deprived of life for quite some time. Shall we go make the most of the day?
I may have traumatized Kashek just now. Will you do me a favor? And then I take both of his hands.
Yeah.
Can you promise not to say you were in this room just now? It will be very funny.
For you, the world.
I was really hoping that he was gonna turn back into Kuchka and then go, well, this is different.
I'm stuck.
Uppies?
Great. And so so now we are all joined.
All convened.
Question mark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this
Iris
is
is
very
drinking
good
his coffee.
bean juice, Kishak. I can see
Coffee.
why you liked it.
Coffee.
Kashek, I'm sorry. You know that I'm...
What's happening?
I'm frightfully grumpy in the mornings. I'm so sorry. Are you feeling all right?
He might have had too much. This is perfectly
He's
fine
had
on
a
its
lot
own.
of coffee.
I can see
Dear.
everything.
I can see time now.
Well, if you look at the clock, you will see time.
Oh my goodness. I have a little bit of news that seems important.
Yes.
I ran into Bernard last night,
Oh.
and he told me he and Taliesin were in correspondence.
You ran into him?
Yes.
Figuratively?
What? Just because we haven't done it yet, what would you have said about Taliesin to Dmitri?
He probably got the most of the story, actually.
Yeah.
Like the whole shebang.
Okay, cool. Great.
Can I make a shaky insight check?
Yeah, sure. What are you trying to discern?
If she's ran into him?
Ran into...
Bernard.
That's a pretty...
Oh,
Yeah,
I see
yeah,
what
I
you're
was
saying, I see
lying.
what you're saying, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I was
please
lying.
go ahead. Yeah, and let's do it against... Yeah,
Deception, which I'm not
yeah,
proficient
deception check.
in. 11.
13.
Yeah, you know...
She lied.
She lies. She sits on a throne of lies.
She does. I peek at her earring.
Uh-huh.
Kashek knows about
there.
this.
He does.
I'm not just doing this for shits
No,
and
no,
grins.
I know.
He does. That's great.
Oh, you're gonna take psychic damage to a caffeinated eyes are wide open!
It's gonna look like fucking Pepe Prawn.
I just spontaneously
Yeah,
combust.
no. Yeah, no, you're good.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Can I
god.
insight check that?
No, remember last time someone...
So you know she's lying. You look at her earring, that Luna Moth earring. It's just dangling from her ear, and as you look at it, you think just for a second maybe you see. You can't tell if it's the dangle of the earring as she moves her head talking to you all, but you can swear for a second you see it. You see the wings flap. That's it.
Cool. I ran into Bernard, and he told me he and Taliesin were in correspondence, and they have made sort of a discovery. I mean, sort of a little bit what you and Alcyone learned in the temple, but that the Tower of Stars were accessed by this ancient kingdom with using an artifact he called the Crown of Command.
Is that not what we just gave to Axel?
That was
That was a diadem?
Nina's diadem.
Oh,
A lot of things
I
go on
mean,
people's
a lot of
heads.
headwear that commands things, I suppose.
Oh, I don't know.
suppose
Much to the
they-
fetching diadem.
It does sound
Similar,
Similar.
but different.
but that seemed to be all that he knew about it. But he said he'll keep us posted if they find out anything else.
Good.
Well, then it's very good you ran into him then.
Yes. I also may have invited him to the wedding.
Good!
Oh, as your date.
Yes.
Oh, that will be good.
It will be interesting. I don't know if anything about this is going to be good.
It's so good.
Is it customary to ask rulers of a kingdom out in this part of the world?
No,
Oh, good. That's not just me then.
he is very overworked and he needs a break, and he said it was so good to see me, and he seems lonely. So I wanted him to have a break and to be around people.
That's good.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh, nothing. It's just I think it's probably good that he will witness me planting a Father Cochrane tree.
Yes, are we worried about what may happen with that?
I do not love the face the demon
Yes.
just made.
Every waking moment of every single day, Kashek, I am worried about that.
As long as you've thought it through, I trust you.
Oh, thought it through is very different.
I admit to my own curiosity, this is a man who killed you, quite literally. And
Facilitated the killing of me.
yeah.
He didn't do it. His
He
stupid
nodded.
lackeys did with their stupid...
That was such a legalese way to say that. I love it.
And
It's almost worse. He's a coward.
what is our plan? Just we can't simply just walk back into town, no? Yes.
We
Do you think he's forgotten since then?
Oh, absolutely not.
Well, I've never been there, so I
I've
will
never
wander
been
in, allow the ceremony to commence, and once they are married, I will be turning him into pieces.
I think you're ahead of us in terms of assuming there's a plan.
I have a good plan.
That's a very good plan. Let's
Thank
workshop
you,
it.
my scarf.
Um,
Thought it up.
Iris.
I could be invisible or look different.
My thinking is that it's just nice to have more friends on our side for the pre-planning phases.
Can't argue with this.
Speaking of, I'm gonna rifle through the bag of holding and pull out this bow and arrows I bought in fucking Veritine 500 sessions ago. That has a little bird's head carved in the front.
Yeah, he looks at it sort of like his eyes go a little wider.
Oh, did you have some? You can certainly have.
I hope we will not need to use it soon, but I'm not going to deprive you of the chance to fill a priest with holes.
He
After the wedding
Can I get some
ceremony.
priest?
he takes hold of it and kind of like
Spare
inspects it,
priest,
running
yeah.
his hands down the length of the bow and like running 2 fingers down the string, testing for tautness and just very very delicately, very gingerly holding it and like maybe giving it a little flip in the air and catching it again. He moves pretty. Well, it has been apparently quite some time. I hope I still know what I'm doing, but we do have. Thank you.
So you're taking Bernard to the wedding, and Taliesin thinks that we may have a way into the Tower of Stars?
I suppose if one could find that artifact, yes.
Why is he always finding artifacts? That's his MO.
Well, I imagine there are a great many things to be found from the old world and such.
Is there not a job title for that?
Artificer.
No.
Oh, archaeologist.
That's
Indiana
the one.
Jones.
Good job,
The
Scarf.
scarf. No.
The scarf, no, yeah.
That's my... what happened to me at the night.
Some hot bean juice.
Thank you. I need it.
It's good, I like it.
I have curiosity.
Yes.
Is there anything in my herbalism kit I know will neutralize caffeine?
No, there's anything.
I have a cure. It's called food. Eat breakfast.
Yes, let's get breakfast.
Yeah. If you want, Seren, get me a medicine or nature check.
18?
Nothing necessarily that acts as sort of an antitoxin to caffeine. But yeah, you figure with the size of his little bird body and the amount of coffee that he's
5 feet tall.
He's little.
Baby.
he could probably do with a stoat or a salmon to settle his stomach.
Kashak, those voles that you were mentioning, did you eat any of those?
All 3.
Oh, good. You should do that more.
And maybe hydrate. Water is good.
Water.
Yes, that has not been made with beans. You can have more beans tomorrow. You probably should have more beans tomorrow, or else you'll get a frightful headache.
I tell you something, new friend Kashek. I myself am able to take wings, so to speak. Perhaps I could accompany you on a hunt, huh? What do we think?
How?
Well, and he does his little heel turn and turns into his great horned owl and kind of does a little loop through the air and comes to rest on Seren's shoulder.
I think the beans are affecting me more than I thought.
No, he'll come always did. Well, not always this one specifically.
Yes.
You've turned into animals before, Master Krishek.
Is he a druid?
Are you?
Who?
You.
Got me! She got me! I didn't even see it coming! She got me good!
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, you just used your inspiration, didn't you?
Take inspiration.
I reach over and I pull his owl pants up.
Unbelievable.
What did we say? Looking at? What did we say about asking people before we touch them?
I wanted to make sure it was a real owl. Not an illusion.
Are you going to go get some salmon so
I
you
pull
stop?
mine up.
Wow, yeah, you can. Wow.
I was like, this one's probably going to be like a serious episode, you know?
Nah,
Oh,
Kashek's
man.
full of beans.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, we never can tell, can you? Alright.
Well, you're going to go get a salmon so you stop vibrating or... Oh, God.
Oh, right.
And he
always
just
a mix
walks
of
over, just out of the window.
Uh-huh.
Not his most gracious takeoff.
Have fun.
Yeah, he swivels his head and looks at you and does like one of those little like, one of these, you know?
Yeah.
And then spreads his wings and takes off.
Hit him with a surround sound. Fuck yeah.
I'm just going to take my sending stone up for a second. To Taliesin. Morning. Don't be alarmed. We got concerning package yesterday.
That's what you're calling.
Yeah, one of us did.
I'm warning my dad about the anthrax threat.
Children!
Morning. Don't be alarmed. We got a
She's not repeating herself.
concerning package yesterday.
We did.
It's 9.
It's true.
Please be wary. I'm worried those near us will be taken into our wake. Be well.
Yeah, great. Some time passes. Good to hear from you. As it happens, I'll be in the capital soon, working with Bernard on our business. I'm a strong swimmer.
All the main characters in one place. This is gonna go great.
Good thing we're leaving the capital.
Oh God. My knee hurts.
Bunch of the main characters' family members in one place.
That can't go wrong.
No. I just saw a future, and I'm not gonna say it out loud for fear of causing it.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna
Keep
starfall myself.
it to yourself.
What you want?
No.
Roll for Vol.
Oh, hunting? Yeah.
Roll for
Go.
Vol.
Right check.
Okay, big.
No.
Use our marriage powers.
Not
Think
great.
it really hard,
I'm
and I'll
Do
do
it
it.
drunk on
because
coffee.
do it with
No,
advantage.
you say it out loud.
helping you.
Oh, okay. Dirty 20.
Hey, grand. Yeah, what do you want?
He's over caffeinated. I assume that somewhere in the city of Arcadia, somebody would be selling, like, I don't know what to call them, like old timey, like they just hang the bird up to the wall.
Oh, like
yeah,
foul.
like
Yeah,
done.
yeah,
Yes.
Something like that.
Oh, sure.
Eat a bird?
Let's say Kashek is going a little fast
Getting a
today.
little feisty.
Oh, fuck
He
yeah.
goes to the grand square and just makes off with somebody's.
I'm thinking like a dive bomb kind of situation.
God. So bananas.
But
Yeah.
like, agilely.
Yeah. So it's the beginning of a market square. You see a fellow with a big orange mustache pulling a cart into the grand square, and he begins taking a number of recently shot like just fowl, maybe turkey, pheasant, something like that. Yeah, and starts to kind of hang them up in a stall, and going about his work. And you sort of like die. Well, you describe. What do you want to do?
I'm just kind of imagining like just he's doing like what it would be in a cartoon where he's like.
Right, and with a
Just a single feather, like single owl feather, just coming back down. Just, I'm sorry, I have no money.
I
And then just a very confused looking horned owl just
and then he just, just flaps off. Grand, yeah, you come away with quite the prize.
Yeah. I will return whenever it's appropriate.
Seren, your friend is weird.
Yeah.
Sits on the roof, horks it down.
He can do that too.
Yeah, great. And so the rest of you reconvening in the castle. So we have a couple of days to play with. I know Surrie has a meeting with her brother, but otherwise the time is yours. Do you want to call here?
Yeah, we should probably do that.
Great, let's do that. That's a great place. Let's call it there.
That was fun, y'all.
Thanks, y'all. That was fun.
Yeah, that was great.
These sessions have been so great being back this time. I know there hasn't been like a lot of movement, but like
This is important stuff.
it's important to this is great character stuff.
I couldn't say what's making me feel this way, but I feel like there's going to be like 3 episodes where a lot happens.
Yeah.
Once we get there, yeah. But that was really fun. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for joining us on this verse of The Last Song of Arcadia. It featured Ian Agnew as Hyros, Madison Cadulo as Seren, Freddie Nitchie as Kashek, Robin Pfender as Surrie, and Trevor Fail as the Dungeon Master. Crit Out of Luck is brought to you with the help of our Patreon supporters. Big thank you to all of our patrons. If you enjoyed listening today, you too can support us at patreon.com/critoutofluck. Thanks for listening, and stay cool.